to my next chess video. This time I show you the game between the Rybka 4.1 versus Stockfish from the 1st of May 2018. The development version, one of the development versions. And we have the first move played in this game, the move a takes b5, and now most probably knight takes b5. And I want to learn how to play this because I don't think that queen a4 followed up with knight a4 here is the best line against this. I doubt it. Although you get a lot of pressure here and you can develop the bishop most probably to this diagonal here, but not convinced by that. So let's see what Deep Rybka comes up with here. And let's see both evaluations. We have knight takes. Rybka is, yeah, both are quite confident that this is a draw or equal game. So we have now e6. e6 is the top move by Stockfish. D takes e6 and queen a5 check. And queen a5 check. Or f takes e6, most probably even stronger. And queen a5 check, f takes e6, opening up the f file. Planning to go d5 here. Put the bishop on d3, the queen here on a5, push the knight back. And castle, and then you have this open f file most probably, or put the bishop here to e7. This is also quite possible. We have now the move not e takes, but knight goes back to c3. And yeah, most probably you want to take here with the knight, but this is a lot of knight moves there. Now most probably bishop here, continuing to attack this annoying knight there. Okay, right now there is a problem with the program. So let's see if, okay, now it's working again. So bishop here, most probably attacking this knight. Knight takes f3, queen takes f3, and knight f3 most probably. Followed up with bishop e7 and castles. Looks legit to me, this kind of variation. Okay, we have a different move here. We have knight takes d5. No, knight takes d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, hitting the rook. But you can defend it with queen here. Queen here check, most probably defending the rook. Then play queen there. Or, yeah, most probably queen there, because you don't want to go in for e4 with tempo. So bishop here is coming next, attacking the queen. But let's say e3 most probably, bishop there. Queen goes get back, bishop there. Queen goes even more back, and then you can hinder white from castling. This is one option you can do. So, but let's see what really goes on in that position. Stockfish and Rybka will tell us. Knight takes d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5. Yeah, also knight c6 is here an option. Just play knight c6. Queen here next. Bishop here or bishop there. You can still choose. I'm not sure about that one. Not sure about that one either. And yeah, but okay, you can take here. Then this check comes, forking queen and rook. King and rook. But I'm not sure if this is good for black. Probably not. Okay. Hmm. Going here, following up with that move, or still going there is probably better. Okay, bishop c4 threatens mate. Queen f3. I'm not sure. Bishop g5. Not sure if you can even take this and allow this bishop queen check there. Probably black survives this, so bishop g5 is not on. Yeah, knight here could come to attack the bishop and the queen. So let's go knight f3, just normal kind of development. Bishop here takes, and then bishop there, followed up with castles. Let's see, you got a lot of pressure here on the queen side. And you have the bishop pair, so this should be compensation for the pawn. But okay, white is still a pawn up. We have the move knight c6 on the board. E4 is maybe a little bit too harsh. Maybe e3. Stockfish is thinking about e3. And Deep Rybka is thinking about knight f3. Both moves are legit. Knight f3 is, yeah. Oh, I forgot. I let them play without opening book. And let's see what we get there. Knight c6. And knight f3. Yeah, let's follow this. Bishop b7. Not sure what to do. Maybe e3 now. Or e4. Now you can get rid of this kind of stuff here. It's not a double pawn because the queen can take back if you go all the way back. But yeah, this is... I don't know if this is helping. Then d5. This check does nothing because the knight is defended twice, and if you give this check, then just bishop here attacks the queen, and this is nothing. So this check is for nothing. So let's continue development. Let's say bishop here, trying to threaten the knight. Bishop here, bishop there. Say just a couple of normal moves here, but black has also here's compensation for the pawn, I think. Very nice. I will go for something like this. Not like this, d5 here. Bishop d2, yeah, this line looks legit. We have a different move by Rybka than knight f3. Or e3, we have the move g3. Okay, bishop here. This is asking for it, I think, because knight here will come and this will secure here bishop and rook, but then you can still go knight f3. After knight here, let's say queen there. But then you got e3. You don't really want to go into this. Queen there threatens this bishop to here. So probably after this you go there. But then you allow this kind of... Oh, this comes with check, sorry. So check. And now bishop here. And I think white has survived it. So it's maybe possible to do something like that. Let's see what Stockfish says about it. Stockfish thinks that this is now, yeah, it's playable. It's playable, probably. So let's see. Rook a8, a7 is what Stockfish is calculating. What implications has... Okay, we have now knight c6. And now the move g3. And rook a7. Going out of the firing line of the queen. And preparing bishop to here. Preparing bishop... No, not to here. Bishop to there. To b7. So let's continue. Bishop here. Bishop there. This threatens some knight here, which would secure queen and bishop. So let's say knight f3. Knight here. You have to go all the way back. And now let's say bishop here. With an attack on this square right here, also this pawn is attacked. So you would get everything back. This could be possible though. Something like this. We have to move rook a7. Now knight f3 most probably. Bishop here, bishop there, knight here. Let's go back all the way, bishop there. Yeah, this looks like a lot of pressure to me on white's position, so black is not worse here at all. At least I don't think so. You have to do something against this threat, and I don't see what you can do against this threat. You can, well, probably castling, but then knight here comes anyway. Followed up with knight there. And bishop takes rook anyway, and then you have the exchange up, and this pawn is hanging all the same. So, or you could just also can just take here right away. This is also probably right, but it's probably not that strong here. Here, white gets a lot of development, and now it's white who is pressurizing black. So I would go for something else. I would go for this bishop to e4 line and for something like that. Although it's also, this is kind of risky. Well, risky, I don't know. You have here double isolated e-pawns, and this pawn is currently under threat, so this, that, and I don't know, bishop here, bishop there. This. So let's go all the way back to this square right here to defend against f7. And this diagonal is pretty awesome, so I don't know, I prefer black in that position. So knight f3, bishop b7 most probably. Pull up with bishop g2 and queen to d1. After all, yeah, black is fine here. Oh, bishop e7 we have instead of bishop b7. We have knight f3 and bishop to e7, trying to castle as soon as possible. Not sure. Bishop here, there might be something like knight here, going after f7, straight away. Now queen here. Yeah, but this also looks wrong for white somehow. But okay, we have this move bishop e7 after knight f3. No, not the knight f3, the move bishop e7 by Stockfish. And now probably bishop g2, or bishop h3 even. This is what the Rybka thinks. Bishop h3. Let's just castle here. Or, not sure, you can also go knight here. Maybe with an attack on the queen. Where does the queen go? Cannot go there, there. So it has to go either on this square, on that square, on that square, on that square. On those highlighted squares, these are the squares where the queen can go to. I wouldn't go there, so let's put this away. This could be an option. No, this can also not be an option, and also this cannot be an option, because there also is this knight fourth threat, so you kind of have to go there, or there, or there, but okay. So queen here, now this runs into d5, so this is the only spot for the queen. And then you can safely castle. I mean, there is nothing wrong with it, and a3 does nothing because the pawn is pinned to the rook. But okay, if this, then you can exchange, and yeah, castle. Then the queen comes in here, the rook might come in there, this rook comes in here, I'm not sure, not sure. Okay, we have this bishop g2 instead. Bishop g2 and now bishop b7 most probably. And yeah, black has compensation for the pawn, but I'm not sure if it's enough to win. Rybka was a very strong engine 5-6 years ago. It was in fact the strongest chess engine. Now Stockfish is the strongest engine, so Deep Rybka is a little bit aged. So yeah, Stockfish should win this though. But let's see, with good defense, okay, we have bishop b7 now on the board. Now queen d1 immediately, not even waiting for knight to b4. Knight b4 anyway. And you can go bishop here, attack this knight. But okay, castles. Not sure if you want to capture it. You can now also push it back. So that here does nothing. So maybe castling immediately. Also castling here, and I'm not sure. d5 if you want to go d5 here. That position. Let's see, if you go there, fianchettoing that bishop as well. Bishop, or go e3 first, maybe, and only then go b3 to fianchetto this bishop on this long diagonal here. Yeah, we have to move queen d1. A lot of ideas here. So I will make a short break and we'll see each other later in a couple of minutes. Ciao! So we have castles on the board. But first of all, we have a different move. With queen here, then castles, pressurizing this pawn right here. So a very deep move, this rook to a7. And now you have also a battery here against this bishop. So yeah, very nice play from Stockfish. Let's see both evaluations. Both engines are thinking that this is kind of equal. And we have a move rook e1, so maybe trying to go e4. I will go d5 here. Or why not take this pawn actually? Takes, queen takes. Oh, because of queen takes here, okay. Why not queen takes here immediately? There. Queen to here maybe. Followed up with knight there. Threatening mate. Then h6. Okay, both engines are not taking the pawns. Queen a8, castles. And now rook e1 we have, and h6, preventing any knight or bishop coming in here. No, not bishop. Not bishop there. This square is now covered. Queen takes d2 is now the greedy move, which d7, yeah, queen takes d7 we have on the board. And now knight to d4, which threatens the knight with a discovered attack on the queen. If queen takes here, then bishop takes knight, attacking the queen. So the queen moves, probably to here. Bishop takes here is now on. But you can maybe try and capture this bishop also. But then knight here comes with a fork on the rooks. So that's very nice piece of calculation by Stockfish, sacrificing here a piece. And we have this, we are into that line right now. Both engines are down on 3 minutes or something. And now bishop takes f3 with a discovered attack on the queen. And let's see, where does the queen go? There is also this fork lurking around. So, not sure. Maybe queen takes pawn. Knight takes here with check. If the king moves there, then check over here, which is probably the best, because if king there, then this is checkmate. So you have to go there. Check, taking the knight. Now rook check. Not sure if this is survivable actually for white, for black. Stockfish thinks it's slightly better for black, but more likely it's equal, and also the Rybka thinks it's equal. We have bishop takes f3. Let's see. Oh, and queen takes c5. We have knight takes e2. Sorry, maybe rook takes is here the best. Followed up with bishop takes. And now white has two pawns and the bishop pair against a rook and a bishop. So very nice imbalance, but these are two connected passes on the queen side. So maybe white is still slightly better. But interesting position here. The other thing I wanted to see is what happens if you just capture the bishop there. Well, then knight captures here with check, and then rook captures there, and then you're just down a queen. So this is not possible. So we have this queen takes c5. It's not only about the pawn, it's also because it's what? Not taking the rook, but taking the bishop. Yeah, of course taking the bishop, because rook takes, bishop takes would result in bishop takes queen. I just saw this also. So we have bishop takes here, and now Stockfish is down 2 pawns. But it's opposite colored bishops, and you maybe threaten something like bishop to h1. So this is also interesting. And you also threaten this pawn right there. So bishop to d2 we have now. And Stockfish rook f to d8. Immediately trying to get to this bishop. But let's see. 2 pawns are 2 pawns, but they are still on base. So what is this rook d8 doing? Maybe something like this. Hit the queen and double here on the b file. Rook f d8, rook a e1. Well, white, you have to take queen takes c5 is a good move. It covers the c2 square and also threatens the knight. Okay, we have this rook to d8. Rook to d8, and now queen to e5 is what the Rybka thinks. Queen to e5. Yeah, probably with some mating ideas. Bishop to c3 coming up, trying to mate black over there. But okay, you have gotten just more time now. Both engines reached time control, and we have this move bishop to queen to e5, and now Stockfish is calculating bishop to g1, which would threaten mate immediately. How to parry this? Probably with f4. Now the rook is covering this square right there. Yeah, f4, and now rook a to d7. attacking this bishop. Maybe bishop to c3 now. And then... not sure. You have also just given yourself this checking idea. But this would just lose the bishop, so bishop f1, f4, rook a to d7. Stockfish is thinking that it's better for black. It's initiative for black now, although 2 pawns down. But okay, it's opposite colored bishops, and this will always favor the attacking position. And in the end game, it's a draw, most likely. So let's see, f4. There's currently this mate threat lurking on g2. Queen g2 mate is threatened. f4 and rook a d7. Bishop c3. Let's say f3 and queen there, covering this diagonal. Also covering this f2 square. Then maybe rook there, attacking the queen one more time. But okay, you have this check also. But the queen just goes there. What's coming next? Bishop takes here, and this would result into a draw. I think, with checking the king on this third rank, so this might be an idea for Rybka. So we have to move f4 now. Now rook a d7 and bishop d2 e1 is what Stockfish thinks as a defensive idea. Also Deep Rybka thinks bishop to e1. I see, because of bishop here fails due to this check. And now you have to go there, and now the queen comes in. And this is checkmate over there. So that's why bishop e1 blocking this. So bishop c3 doesn't work. Bishop e1 blocking this. Check. Rook there anyway, maybe. Rook takes, but then you have queen to e1, e8 to check. Queen takes, rook takes, and king there, and then you're in an endgame. You probably don't want to go into an endgame. So bishop e1 we have. And now rook to d7 to d6. Going here, maybe trying to secure the rooks. Queen to the rook. Let's see. And let's again see both evaluations. Probably nothing had changed. No, Rybka thinks it's equal, and Stockfish thinks it's slightly better for black. So, okay. Hmm. Let's see. Bishop f3 is now what Stockfish thinks as a good move, attacking the rook. Bishop f3. Where does the rook go? We cannot go there. Maybe here. And then rook there. Infiltrating. Bishop f3, probably something like this, I'm not sure. Now Rybka thinks bishop c3 is now possible, going for the checkmate threat, but what about c3? Well, you have this check, and then you can take there, but what about taking the rook? Don't have to take the bishop, and even if you take the bishop, I'm not sure if you get a perpetual check. As white, let's try this. Bishop takes. Yeah, probably you get a perpetual check, because if you go there, you have just all these checks. Oh, you cannot go there. Yeah, you probably have a perpetual check. So bishop takes c3 would be possible. But you can just take the rook, right? Not sure if you can take the rook. Then the bishop has to leave the place. Oh, then you can take this rook, yeah. So rook takes and queen takes bishop over there. And you are up 3 pawns as white, so this is not possible for Stockfish. But Stockfish plays the move here. f6, queen e6, and what now? Queen e6, king h8. What about bishop takes on f6? King h8, rook e3. You really don't have you just have a perpetual check here. It's a draw. Bishop takes f6, I have to investigate later. What's the idea? Rook here, check. Rook there. No. Might go there with a check. I'm not sure if this is so great, though. Takes with check. Rook takes. Not sure. This is very interesting. This line with bishop takes f6. Why doesn't this work? That's the question. Bishop takes f6. Would be a nice move to see on the board. King h8, bishop takes f6. But we probably don't see this. Rook e2, e3. This is the move. Probably this is just better. King h8, now bishop takes f6 is still on the board. You can attack the queen here with rook to d6 now. Let's see both evaluations. Stockfish is on minus 0.84, so it's probably better for black here, that position. Yeah, white's king is a little bit more open, but is this enough to win? Not sure. Bishop e3. Rook here. And then bishop h1 back. And what about this? Then you have this idea. You cannot block. You have to take, block with the bishop. Not sure if this is winning. I don't see it. Oh, yes. You have this rook takes bishop idea. That's incredible. Because rook takes there leads to checkmate over here. So rook takes bishop. With check, only move. Now you can take the rook. And you're winning. You're just a piece up. Well, it's not so easy, but you may be winning. You can even take this pawn right there, because after this you can go back with the queen, and this is now just winning for black. So I see the one idea Stockfish has. Bishop h8, queen h3. Infiltrating with the queen is also on. Well, what else to do after this check? If you go there, then it's going to be checkmate. This is mate. So rook is covering the entire d-file. So you have to play bishop back to e1 and then just takes. No, you cannot take. You have to go there now. And not just take the rook. Not sure. Up material, maybe winning. Oh wait, sorry. Rook e3. Bishop here. Okay, Rybka sees that this other line doesn't work and plays the queen in to h3. This is probably the best. Also now threatening bishop takes on f6. Pawn takes f6 and queen takes there with a perpetual check. So this is now the threat. So queen a7. Queen a7. Pinning the rook is now on. Pinning and attacking the rook. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes. Bishop, rook there. Queen takes here, and now black is without pawns. And yeah, this is winning for white. So what's the idea behind queen a7? Bishop takes f6. I will play bishop takes f6. Yeah, but you don't have to take the bishop, you can just take the rook. What about queen takes here? Also queen takes bishop rook. So the rook is now threatened. There is no time for bishop takes f6. Let's see. Queen a7 we have on the board. attacking the rook. And now rook a to e1, defending. Rook d e7. And then rook d to e7. Attacking this rook one more time. What bishop takes here now? Takes with check. No. Taking the bishop. Of course. Then taking here, taking there, and rook check over here. And this is now, oh, again checkmate. So, very nice piece of calculation from Stockfish there. Queen a7, leaving the bishop on h1 hanging, leaving this bishop takes f6 on the board because both of them doesn't work. So you have to play rook a to e1, and then rook d to e7. Let's see. So we have this move. Rook d7, most probably. Going after this pinned rook. And then queen e6. What? What again? What? Rook e1. Oh, rook d1 is what Rybka thinks is Stockfish's move. Rook d1. With the idea that if takes, then you have this in between takes there with this kind of stuff. That's why queen e6 is... This is Rybka's line, I also saw that one. Okay, e1, but Stockfish thinks that this one is better, just going after the pinned rook. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yeah, close to losing on time. Place the move rook here. Now king f2, defending the rook most probably. Now both engines are on blitz mode. And let's see both evaluations. Stockfish... Rybka is still zeroing it. Stockfish is on winning. Or not winning, but close to. Doubles on the e-file. Now g4 is the only move. Now the queen is defending the rook. Now let's see. King h7, f5. King h7, queen g3. King h7 we have. Queen g3. Most probably will be played. And then bishop h1 c6. This is the line Stockfish gives, followed up with rook e1, e2, and rook to somewhere here. We are following this line now. And now a3. Rybka is changing its mind. Not changing its mind, but Rybka is planning to go h3, which is also the main move by Stockfish now. Let's see. Okay, black can never lose this, I think, but if black can win this, this is a different question. Let's again see both evaluations. Stockfish is on -1. Rybka is on plus 0 to 1. And we have the move h4 by Rybka. Here. A bishop there. What's the idea? Now f5 most probably. Yeah, last time control has been reached. Let's see how Rybka is defending this with white. f5, bishop to d1. Maneuvering the bishop there. Okay, if you take this, then you lose the rook. So bishop d1. Oh, and this is coming with an attack on this g4 pawn here. Or bishop to d7 back. Bishop a4 to d7 is now what Stockfish thinks is even better. So let's see how this game will finish off. If we see a draw or a win by Stockfish, I don't think Rybka can win this anymore. Stockfish played an excellent game there, really excellent. And Stockfish is thinking that this is winning now for black after bishop to d7. Let's see both evaluations. Bishop d7, and we already have a move by Stockfish. Queen f3, not by Stockfish, but the Rybka. Queen f3. Now king h7, g8, so not sure what Stockfish is planning with this. Queen g3, yeah, okay, Rybka can't do anything. Bishop queen c5. b3 or b4, no, I don't think this... this is kind of a fortress what white has here. Let's again see both evaluations. -2. Stockfish gives this as -2 with queen c5. b4, attacking the queen. b4, attacking the queen. Queen goes back to b6. I'm really curious, and queen goes back to f3, so Rybka has really no moves here in that position. And now g5. Wow, attacking this h-pawn, but what about en passant? Okay, then bishop takes here, attacking the queen. Queen takes there is... Not sure if this is possible. Okay, we have this h takes instead. And now bishop here. Trying to get the queen. Is Rybka seeing the danger? I don't see it. It's -3 already. And Rybka is on -1, so it's over. I think white is lost here, or I don't think, but both engines are thinking that white is lost here. Bishop there. Yeah, okay, black is dominating the whole board. Here. Rook takes, and rook e4. Bishop d2. Adding more defenders to the rook, but this was the idea. And now bishop to f1 check. Oh, this is desperate now. Desperate. There are a lot of moves played. Okay, let's see. I have a couple of questions to this game, and this is not too fast for me. So let's see. Stockfish is now a piece up, and then winning. I'm not sure even if. Yeah, okay, this is now winning. Winning for Stockfish, very hard fought game. Now the pawns are dropping off. Rybka is trying to open up lines now. Oh, if the king takes, then this is lost now. Queen g3 check will win the house here, because this pawn is just queening. The king cannot reach it anymore, and this is now lost. This is now damned lost. g2 and queen's next move. Let's see if there is even a mate now. Mate in 11, mate in 12. Both engines are now on absolutely lost for white. Very nice attack by Stockfish, I have to say. Okay, I think we can end this. Well, I will let it play to the death this game, but this is now easily winning. Yeah, and then bishop. Okay, this is also mate. Okay, the winner is Stockfish 010518. And let's ask him a couple of questions to this game. So let's see. This is all pretty nice here. Here the question I had is, why isn't bishop takes f3 drawing? Bishop takes here drawing. Bishop takes e2. Takes d8. Rook here. Okay, you don't take the bishop, you defend your bishop. Okay, see. So we have this. Now pinning the rook. Going after the pinned piece. Now the other thing is, why not capture here like that? Bishop takes g4. Queen takes there, okay, threatening a mate in 2. Rook f8, okay, pinning the queen to the king. That's nice. Okay. So that's why we had that moves. And here gets desperate. Yeah, because the bishop is under attack, and if you move the bishop, let's say you move it to here, then you get bishop takes g4, pinning the queen to the king. So that's why this desperate kind of stuff was played. Okay, here check. Now queen there, mate in 18. Why not takes here with check? That's the big question. Queen takes g1. Oh, queen is hanging. This comes with an attack on the queen. Sorry, I forgot that. And yeah, this is now easily winning here. Okay, thanks for watching and see you next time. Ciao.